Hi, welcome to my channel again and to part 2 of my Truth Revealed session or video. My name is Audrylyn Serelda Homdere Gnosis. I am life path number 7 in Aquarius and one of the forerunners of the age of Aquarius. I'm of the Moors and Christ bloodlines, which the Bible called the Nazarites. We know both Samson and Christ were from Nazareth, or they were Nazarenes. The set apart ones are called the Nazarites. So both Christ and Samson were Nazarites, like some of us today, which they called the twin flames, which are set apart or called to do a specific task or to fulfill a specific role that represents the Most Highs, or to heal humanity and so forth. Before I start with the twin flame truth and my journey on it, my experience on twin flame energy and connection, and before I explain what it is, I just want to give this disclaimer that I want to just emphasize that everything I'm going to talk about in this video is my truth. It's my experience. It is the revelations that the Most Highs have given me, the dreams that they have given me, the God feeling that they have given me, the guidance that they have given me, through the truths also that other people, twin souls or real genuine twin souls have shared. So I am also, my day number is number 5, which represents change and power. Change and power. Let me repeat that again. Change and power, so that you will know where I'm going, because we are in the age of Aquarius. We are changing over from the old age, or the Pisces, the age of Pisces. The old systems are collapsing. The old systems are passing away, and we are stepping into the new system. So my day number, and if you know what a day stands for, you will also understand that. So my day number is number 5, representing power and change. And then my personal year number is number 9. Now I know I was the first person the Most High revealed what a personal year number is in 2018. I remember that's the exact time when they spoke about, or when the Moors or guidance came to me and said, get ready for 2018. I didn't know what they meant, but then I started receiving downloads, and I wrote a PDF booklet or ebook talking about calendars, or compiling a calendar based on numbers. Monthly calendar based on the energies of the day, the week, the colors, the affirmations and stuff like that. So I started with it in 2018. I didn't continue the following year, but that's the first time I heard the voice of from the Moors, or from when they guided me to get ready for 2018. And 2018 was an 11th year. 2 + 1 + 8 is an 11th. It's number 11. And 11 represents a portal, a pathway. So a new path, all right, a new age. And 11 is also the 11th house in the zodiac signs. Aquarius is also an 11th house. So I'm in Aquarius. So when they said get ready, I knew that was the message, to get ready for the age of Aquarius, or to get ready for my role in the age of Aquarius. Now, number 9 represents as my personal year. Okay, so number 9 represents endings. Okay, to end old cycles, to get rid of things that do not serve our highest good, our soul mission, our life purpose, or anything. We bring an end to it. Our cycles, year cycles, are from number 1 up to 9. So everything that you do in the 9-year cycle, you have to reflect at the end of every 9-year cycle and think, okay, what are the things that I did not accomplish? What are the things that I need to do? How do I need to change, especially if you haven't accomplished your goals and so on. So 9 represents that. So this video is going to be about twin flames, the twin flame truth. I have talked about twin flames in one of the videos, why the twin flames were created. Now I'm going to talk about the twin flames in 2 ways, because the coin, the money of the coin represents 2 sides. 2 sides of the coin. So the one side, and the most, for me, it's the most important truth, that twin flames, because when we were created, we know that we have the feminine and the masculine essence, right? We have the left and the right side. We have the above and the below when it comes to our universe. We have the back side and the front side. So everything in terms of duality have 2 sides. And with the creators also, there are 2 sides to the creators of the universe. Which represent the invisible, okay? And because they created us in their image, they created the visible part, or the visible image of themselves. And that's why the Bible also talks about we are created in their, I'll say the Bible, the Bible that we Christians, or you Christians, read. Let us, not just one, plural, whether you call them plural, it's the Godhead or the entity that is made out of more than one deity or more than one God or creator, because I don't use the word God mostly, so I will use most highs, because it's a plural. Let us create. So they created us in their image and in their likeness. So the representation of the Okdot, which they call, because everything, I don't believe the Most High is really, so far, if I'm wrong, I ask for forgiveness. They will correct me along the path, because I know they will not let any one of their children or any one of their ambassadors or representatives to continue make the mistakes. They always reveal themselves. And there is a way that they will reveal the truth to me if I'm on the wrong path, or if I say something that I was not supposed to say. So the Okdot, what I was saying is, I don't believe that any of the Most Highs really came down and said, our name is Yahuwah, or my name is God, Jehovah Jireh, or my name is Yod-Heh-Wah-Heh, for example. I believe if they have said that, the nefarious ones, the rulers, the evil rulers of this system, of the past system, of the age of Pisces, are hiding the true names of our creators. Now, for now, I will use the 2 that makes sense to me and that also resonate to the creative process and to the creative, how we represent them in the physical realm. The Okdot, which is the deity of 8, consists of 8 deities, and represents the dark, deep waters of life, or breath of life. Now, this image and deities or presence revealed itself to me in 2001. There was a time that I was a Christian, and then I normally had, I still have casual conversations with the Creator. So I will ask them questions. I will also challenge the creators. I will ask them questions. And that particular night, before I went to sleep, I asked the creators, why did you create mankind? Why did you create human beings? Were you bored? And who are you? Tell me, who are you? Why did you create us? So that night, I didn't get any answer. The only thing I received was the dark waters. And this waters, like in the Bible, they say the Spirit was hovering over on the deep, or the deep Spirit was hovering on the deep of the waters in the beginning, before the creators created the heavens and the earth or separated things. So that is the image that showed itself to me. So I knew, well, then the Creator is not a physical being or thing that created, but it is the breath, okay, or what the Christians call the Spirit. So what they now explain as the 8-in-1 deities, or the Ochtwoord, makes sense to me, because before I came to know about the Ochtwoord in 2021, it already revealed itself to me in 2001, and then 2021 I came to learn about Ochtwoord. Okay, so the Ochtwoord represent the Noon and Nonet, the Amun and Amunet, the Care or Keku and Koket, and He and Hohet, or the Egyptian gods and goddesses, their counterparts. Now they also have the female part of the Creator, or the deep essence of the waters of life or breath, and they also have the female and the male or the masculine essence. So that essence is one. They are 8-in-1. Now, as they are also one, the breath of life, that is one. So the same thing when we breathe, it's a two-way thing. When we breathe in, we are breathing in the breath of life, or we are being charged with the breath of life. When we breathe out, we are breathing out the old stuff, things, the breath that is not conducive or to our that is not serving us anymore. We are breathing that out. We're giving it to our environment. And that also I explain the same thing when it comes to our passing. When we breathe out, the moment we breathe out, we, the Most Highs, breathe in. So when the Most Highs breathe in, the breath of life goes back to the Most Highs. Okay, the soul that has left this earth goes back in the form of their breath, back to the breathing in, or the inhalation of the Most Highs. And when we breathe in, the breath of life from the Most Highs comes to us. So it's a two-way thing. So everything is a two-way thing. Then the next creators that flow, or that came out from our creators, or the Ochtwoord, or the 8-in-1, are the Ennead of Heliopolis. Now, the Ennead of Heliopolis are the number 9, the nine deities, the 9-in-1 deities. Now, those deities are not per se; they are not really the creators' deities. That's just an symbolism of the created things by the creators. Say now, the sun, the first one, the atom or Adam that was created, the first thing that was created, which was the creative force of the Ochtwoord, of the creators, of the Godhead, or the entities that have created us, or the universe. These 9 parts or symbolisms of their deities represent now Goddess, we say Goddess Nut, which is the god of sky, which is our sky, the heavens. Then we have the Gap, which is the earth. And we have the directions. I call them the East, which is rightfully when we talk about the Eastern goddess, we talk about Isis, right? Set, which is the path or the direction the sun sets, which is Set. And then we have Osiris, which is the fire side, the south, and then we have Nephthys, which is the north. So those are all symbolisms of the 9 paths of creation, or the 9 parts that creators have created, the 9 folds, for example, of the universe. Now, when we come to the twin flames, we know that in this lifetime, or during the age of Pisces, we only learned about the male creator God, right? We all refer to the creator as he, as a he. Now, when we talk about the Ogdoad, we said the feminine and the masculine. Also with the Ogdoad, the heavens and the earth goddess, which is the gap, they call gap. There is also a I think they swapped the two, I don't know. But if the earth, because Mother Earth, we say Mother Earth. So if gap is feminine, if gap is masculine, then it should be a heaven, okay? Because heaven, a deity that is a male deity. But with the heaven and earth, we also have the masculine and the feminine aspect. With the directions also, we have the masculine and the feminine aspect of the directions. So we have been created in the image of the creators, the feminine and the masculine. And that's where also the twin flames come in. Now, as we learned through the ages, or through the last centuries and then the decades and lifetimes, we learned that we also only dealt with the male deity, the god. Not with the female goddesses, or the female essence of the creators. So if they have created mankind in their image and in their likeness, then they are more than one. And if the Ogdoad, the waters of life, the symbolic meaning of the waters of life, the deep, infinite, deep breath of life, is the feminine and masculine, that we are also created in that image. Because on earth we don't only get females, we don't only get males, we get both female and male. Now my understanding and my revelation from that knowledge is that the twin souls were created so that one soul, remember the Ogdoad is 8 in 1. 1 in 8. 8 in 1 deities. Okay, 8 deities that make one entity, okay, or the creative entity. Now, if we say we are female and male, within us we have that essence within us, each one of you, whether you are male or female, we have both the left and the right. Left side is our male side, and right side is our female, or the feminine essence. So if we were not taught that the creators are not, or were not only male, but they were also female, my understanding is that the twin souls are here to bring an understanding of the whole creative process, that we who have been created in the image of the creators, who are male and female, who have been divided in the beginning, all right? Because in the age of Pisces, that was ruled by lies, manipulations, and all the nefarious acts and things, have also separated us from our true knowledge and from knowing ourselves and our creators. So the twin soul essence that is bringing together the feminine and the masculine essence in the spiritual, which is the truth, the spiritual truth, bringing it down to earth, okay, bringing heaven to earth. The essence of the creators, which is feminine, masculine, the one soul that was separated because of the lies that we were taught that the creator is only one and he is a male, okay? To rectify that fact, that the oneness of the soul that was split at birth, or split over different decades of reincarnation or incarnation, a feminine and the masculine essence of the twin souls, is to come represent or tell us that the creators are not just one gender, or it is not gender, it's not just a male creator or God for Christians or people who believe in God. So that's what my understanding is. So to rectify that the creators are, or were and are, feminine and masculine, and they are one. So for us to learn and do away with that concept of looking at the creators as male only, but that there is a feminine aspect to the creator and feminine gender to the creator. The same thing with the mother and father aspect of life. Okay, the male, only when the male and female comes together, they produce or they reproduce or recreate another life. And that's what is with the likeness. We create men in our image and in our likeness, like us, the way we do things, the way we create things, or we created things. Okay, so the whole creative thing, I believe the twin souls also represent that. That's the number one, the one side of the coin I want to explain. The second side is when the twin souls come together. Now we know that we have messed up many things on earth, starting from not knowing who our creators are, not connecting truthfully to our spiritual side and spiritual insights and spiritual connecting with our spiritual guidance or our creators. Twin souls represent when they came into this earth to come into physical union, because they are already one in the spirit or in the soul realm. The same way the Ochduot, the creators are female and male essence are one already. They are already one. The soul is one already, but it's split into the physical realm and manifests itself in two different bodies. Now, some explain the bodies don't need to be male and female. They can be male and male or female and female. Depends on what they believe and what their conviction is. So when we were sent as representatives of this specific of twin flame phenomenon or reality, to represent the makers or the creators as a female and male feminine aspect of female and masculine aspect of the creators, to come together physically, to restore the truth of our creators, because we have been lied to in the age of Pisces, to bring healing to Mother Earth, because Mother Earth has also been destroyed by our deeds, the imbalance within her that needs to be restored. When it's hot, for example, if we were in a very balanced state, when it's hot, the heavens, without even asking us, will naturally bring down the waters or rain. But because there is imbalance, because there is so much going on, so much sin and wrongdoings, the waters are withheld. And then men, in their state of wanting to become gods, they create things, right? Because they are created in the image of the Most High. So they will create rain, for example. Fake rain, not rain. And why I call it fake rain is true rain that falls on earth will give waters to this earth, that Mother Earth is satisfied and she is full, that her fields are so green that you will see the results of the rain from the year it rained into maybe 2 or 3 years. The greenery it shows, because real rain or waters from heaven, from Nut, heaven and earth coming together in the true sense of the word, not by fake creations of men or not knowing exactly what we are doing, but the true creative process of the nature giving waters to Mother Earth. So heaven and earth are the opposites, and they are the feminine and the masculine aspect. The same thing. When the two twin flames come in union, they come together to heal Mother Earth, or to heal their bloodlines, or to break the curses in their family bloodlines, or impart knowledge to mankind, also to heal one another. And there are so many things or views that are also shared on the reason why twin flames are here. So one of the reasons why so many are against twin flames, and there are also people that say that all of us are twin flames. I don't share that view, because not all of us are the same. Not all of us are doctors. Not all of us are teachers. Not all of us are lawyers. Not all of us are male. Not all of us are female. So why is there so much competition when it comes to this specific phenomenon of a specific reality or specific gift, or a specific what is it? What else can I? Yeah. So why is there so much? Why does everyone want to be a twin flame? Why is there so much controversies and so much fights against twin souls, twin flames? If it were just another life or another incarnation and just people who are coming in, why are they one of the most persecuted incarnations in this lifetime? Why are they, so think about that. So for me, twin souls, we are not all twin souls. I have mentioned in the other video, the people that are not twin souls, they are already one, because in the soul or in the spiritual realm, in the spiritual reality of creation, the Most Highs don't have competition with one another. They are still one. They know the female and male creative powers or deities came together to create the universe, our earth and the heavens and everything in it. So they don't have a competition. So they are already one. So I believe the people who are not twin flames are already one souls. They already represent the divinity, the oneness of the creators. So we shouldn't compete with one another. One soul shouldn't compete with the twin souls, because the one souls also have their purpose here on earth. Each one of us have a purpose to learn lessons, to correct our mistakes from the past lifetimes, to learn from one another, to help one another. So if the one soul already that represents the true essence of the Most High, because we are created in the image and likeness of the Most High, so they already represent the one soul, the complete soul, the whole soul, or the whole essence of the creators. So there shouldn't really be any competition between us. So I don't believe twin souls. All of us are twin souls. If you are a twin soul, there are specific signs. Many or different twin souls have different signs. Now, when I started before 2018, when the Most Highs asked me to prepare myself for 2018, that was just 2 or 3 months after I connected with my twin soul, my twin soul. 3 months, I think it was in July that I connected, and it wasn't energetic. It was just through the music video. It just activated in me. The moment I heard his voice, it activated something in me. Now, I've listened to many musicians and artists' voices and stuff. The activation was just different. So I had a close connection, something similar with another artist, but in that instant, we were not really allowed to, even in our dreams or in my dream. Okay, well, I don't know about his dreams. We were not allowed to touch. Well, we will hold hands, because for me it was my understanding now it was a karmic connection. Because karmic connections will also feel as real as twin flame connections. But one thing that sets twin flames apart, which the nefarious ones are trying to copy, is from my experience, we had that energetic experience where the Most High really brought us together physically in our dreams. And that connection locked our heart or the soul essence in this lifetime. Although it is already in the heavens, it was done already in the heavens, but it was a shall I say, a ritual or an event that was facilitated by the Most High and our creative powers, and not by men, not by people. It was something that was initiated or facilitated by the Most High. So that connection is totally different from the first connection I had. So different people have different experiences or different revelations or signs of being a twin soul. So I will not fight for that. I will not disregard the connection, or if they say they are twin souls, that probably they say because they have a revelation about that. I don't know. So for me, I'm just speaking from my point of view. So we coming together in that sense, and that was 2018. After the Most High in 2017, end of 2017, that's when they said get ready for 2018, right? In this November. And that's when I started to prepare. I have the proofs for when I started to prepare the calendar for 2018, to prepare for the 1-1. And 1-1, mostly they talk about twin soul synchronicity, 1-1, 11-11. So that's the time that I was activated. And the spiritual event took place when the Most High activated the event within us with our energetic merger. That was the energetic merger. The same way some people experience Kundalini rising. I experienced that twin soul rising or twin soul connection through that energetic merger in our positions of that, let's say maybe a sexual, today we call, not today, but we know when partners come together in a physical oneness, all right, that's the same oneness that we came together in. Now, with my first connection, we were not allowed to touch. I'm telling you. The only touch we had was holding hands. Anything beyond that was not allowed. There were protectors. It was like guards protecting us not to have any merger, not to have any union, even in our dreams. I appreciate that connection that I had. I learned things within that connection, and even though it was, every connection we will go through painful, we will have heartbreak and pain when that connection stops. I had the same thing when that happened. But the only thing that I knew, and I beseeched and searched out the counsel of the Most High. I said, I thought this was it. Why is it? I didn't know then it was twin flame thing, or I didn't have any twin flame ideas or knowledge about twin flames. But because it was not twin flame, and it was a connection, and it was really a connection where I connected with that person. And when it stopped, because they got married, and they got married on my birthday, and I believe with so many other things happening, that I was already targeted from my birth, and the twin souls are already targeted from birth. The reason why I say that, when we are born, because I'm a call baby, I was born with a call, and I see things, I hear. It's only these few past years that, because of the attacks and stuff that are happening, that sometimes I will not really hear what the Most High are saying, and the blockages that are happening. But when you're born with a call, you can see things. You can hear things. You have psychic ability. You have certain abilities. So that's a calling, or that's one of those that's one of the weapons or one of the gifts that the Most High have given me. And I was born 7 months. Yeah, I was born 7 months. 7 months, which is also my 7th life path number. So 7 is it's my power. Number 7 is my power. In number 7, they say it's a number of the Creator. So when we had this energetic connection, I had the twin soul connection was really the activation started to take place. Okay, and my spiritual eyes opened. I started to learn more about different cultures, different spiritual paths and stuff. Because before that, I was just a Christian. Okay, and I would only learn through the Christian path. But after that, I started to explore other paths and religions and cultures. So when twin flames come together in this physical realm, we said we are here to help humanity. So I don't understand why it is. I can't say I don't understand, because I know why they are. That why there's a resistance, interference, and fights and persecutions against twin flames, and specifically against me, because of the experiences of the past lifetimes, and because of the Moors descendant legacy, and because of the truth and things I know. So, as I was saying, when we are born, the first cry that a baby, when a baby is born, they will slap the baby or, do something that the baby cries, right? Now that first cry, everything, the universe, because it's a voice, it's their identification, because they can't talk. So their voice echoes into the universe. Anybody can hear that baby's cry. Any spiritual being or somebody with a spiritual insight, or those which we called, or I learned this year, that we are coexisting, or the jinn or the nefarious ones that were not supposed to come over into our world have infiltrated Mother Earth. So they know whenever there is a cry, because every continent has a specific portal. Mother Earth has different portals. So when a baby cries, whoever is put in charge, the angels of the Most High that are doing the good work or helping humanity to be on the right path, are in charge of the African continent, for example, Asian continent, or the European continent, etc. So each continent have the angelic or the good ancestors or righteous angels of righteous ancestors, or righteous masters or ascended masters, or Most Highs that are in charge guarding that space in Africa, for example, and Asia, etc., etc. Now, with the infiltrations, it happens so that also in Africa or Europe or wherever we are, all throughout the continents of the earth, of our universe, the nefarious ones also, they are guardians, the nefarious guardians of Africa, in the nations of Africa or countries of Africa. So each country has the good ones and the evil ones. So when a baby cries, because their senses are developed, that they are so sharp, they are sharp that they can hear anything at a distance. So they know when a cry comes out, what type of a being or what type of a person has been born into our airspace. Okay. When Christ was born, they said that 3 wise men, right? They went out to seek for him, because a star appeared to them. The wise men, right? The star appeared to them and directed to them to where Christ, the place Christ was born. The same thing when the baby cries. When the baby cries, then that echo, that cry that goes out, then the nefarious ones will inform the nefarious entities and evil ones in this world that here, this kind of a baby has been born. or this kind of a prophet has been born, or something like you understand what I mean. So our birth, my birth, was not a secret to anybody, because when I look back now, even though it's something that makes me angry, and angry because we don't have, as we grow up, we don't have the right guidance from our parents, or from we don't have ascended masters that are here, that are really teaching us face to face, by the grace of the Most High. As our eyes start to open, we start to learn about new things, the spiritual path, the spiritual truths, etc., and so on, and things, how we coexist with one another, the laws that have been trespassed, and so on. So when I think about how my birth or my existence has been known by the nefarious entities and my persecutors from the past lives already, then when Audrylin Serelda Gnosis cried on 14th of February, on that specific day, born on in the 7th month, they knew this is she. It is her voice. It is her signature. It is her soul signature and spiritual signature. So they started already. What I know now, because with the infiltrations, we know that our when a specific thing is infiltrated, the realm or the dimension is infiltrated, anything can manifest. That's why, if you don't have an open mind and an open eye, if your spiritual eyes are not open to it and your spiritual mind is not open to it, you will probably not understand this. But people who have their spiritual eyes opened and they are awakened, so-called awakened or enlightened, they know what I'm talking about. So the infiltration will happen at birth, when that soul is being taken over by either the nefarious being, depending on the bloodline, or depending on what bloodline or what blood essence that specific the mother is representing, or carrying out, or living out in her specific lifetime. Then the nefarious entity, for example, will enter that body. Now, I'm not talking to scare anybody, but you need to be open to this truth. That's why, even though a mother gives birth, same father give birth to a specific group of children, or kids or children, and one is totally out of the way. You can't believe how this person came in through these two people who have this specific, or this one loving and kind and truthful and forgiving child, and the other one is totally the opposite. That's why I came to the realization that this infiltration is real, because the same kinds of energies and characters that have persecuted me, as was revealed by the Most High in my dreams, the same characters and energies that persecuted me in my past lives, of beings or people or women or men that persecuted me in the past life, or that I had contact with, or maybe had a relationship with in the past life, the same energies are being represented in the people that I am connected to in this lifetime, whether they are boyfriends, ex-boyfriends, or whether they are cousins or nieces or nephews, or whether they are just neighbors. It doesn't matter. Okay? Because when we are born, we all come with a plan. The infiltration from the different realms, for example, happens because every realm or dimension has been created with their specific beings, or living beings that are living in its specific dimension. So maybe there is a fire dimension, there is a water dimension, the ocean, because that's where we talk about mermaids, etc. We talk about the air element. So they are air beings. So infiltration from those beings that are crossing over into our Mother Earth realm or dimension, our 3D dimension. No, this voice that cried on this specific day has come in with this specific mission, because it is known in the underworld when a body is resurrected, for example. This is what is going to Mother Earth to help humanity. Or this, for example, in their circle, the nefarious ones will know this one, we are sending this one through to do this specific task. Okay? So that's why I know, and that's my personal conviction. Many of you may not agree with that, but it is your choice, and it is your not your choice, but it is your right to disagree. So when we are in this realm, the twin flames that have been brought in or had reincarnated into this, or incarnated into this realm, they come together to bring back the balance, the truth first, and then secondly the balance. The truth about the creators, that they are not just one, that it is not just a female, just a male deity, but it is a female and masculine and feminine essence of the creators, as we are in their likeness. So that's one side. The second side is, the other side of the coin is the balance that they are bringing. As heaven, as above, so below, as within, so without, female, male, the balance to restore, because Mother Earth and heaven needs to be restored. That's what the Bible talks about, bringing heaven down to earth. Not us going to heaven, because there's no heaven we are going to. Okay, that's a wake-up call for some of people that are still preparing to go to heaven. There's no heaven that we are going to. We are bringing heaven down to earth. We are restoring Mother Earth. We are bringing back the balance that Mother Earth was created with and for. We are bringing back the balance that, and that's one of the some of the reasons why twin flames are here to restore the balance of Mother Earth. The reason why Mother Earth, why humanity, mankind was created. Mankind is the only, so far that I know, the only species, human beings, that have all 6 elements or 6 things within them, elements or things within them: fire, earth, air, water, ether or spirit, and matter. 6. That's why we are in a 3D reality. Earth, it's a 3D or 3-dimensional plane. Then we have the 6 things, the 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons. So the 6 is the number of man, which the nefarious ones, to scare us, say 6, the beast is the number of the beast. 666. No, it's us human beings. We are fire, earth, air, water, ether, and matter. That's us 6, and that is the perfect realm for mankind, because it has been created for us. Now, where do we want to go? The Bible also talks about the meek will inherit the earth. Whether the meek is the correct word they translated the word or the Bible into or not, we don't know. But I would say those with understanding, those with the truth, those with the knowledge of the truth and wisdom and understanding will inherit the earth. I'm not going anywhere. We are here to bring balance back to Mother Earth. We are here to save our bloodlines and to break the curses of our bloodlines. We are here to set the captive free. We are here to set our souls free. And one of the ways that the Most High have planned is through the twin souls, the restoration of the creative power or creative deity's essence. And then number 2, the balance that we are coming to restore. Restoring the balance within us and restoring the balance in Mother Earth. So as it is in Mother Earth, it will also be within us, because Mother Earth is the physical plane. So the physical, it must also manifest. The twin soul union must also manifest in the physical form. So within so as within, so without. As I mentioned in my first video, people, it's all about all facts and all truths are in our face. It's just that we don't open our eyes and we don't see things, or we don't want to learn. We are too lazy to think. So Mother Earth needs her balance, as she is also one with the elements, the fire, earth, air, water, ether. She is also a six-part deity or essence or being or entity, as we are. So we and Mother Earth, we go together. The invisible, the visible and the invisible. So the invisible is already one. There is no competition. They are one and they know who they are. It's on the earth plane that the problem is. And that's what we need to restore. And that can also and only happen when the twin flames come together. That's the other part of the twin flames, or the second part, the two parts of the coin, two sides of the coin. The other one all of us are created by different deities or different, we have been created in different images. Okay, let me just put it that way, because I don't want to fight of, now is your creator Satan, or is your creator now the Hindu God or whatever. I don't know. I only know my creator, my creators. I only know them who revealed themselves to me. I only know because even while I was a Christian, I prayed so hard. And I was a devoted Christian, hardcore. I prayed and asked the most, God, when I was a Christian, God, please reveal yourself to me. Many people are going to heaven. They have been shown visions of heaven. Please, what is wrong with me? Why can't you show me at least a glimpse of heaven I'm preparing to go to, I'm telling you nothing, not a zeal. I haven't received any revelation from heaven or how heaven looks like. So that's why I believe I'm an earthling. I was created for this, or mankind has been created for earth, for the earth realm, as other beings have been created for their realms or for their space, dimensions of fire, dimensions of water, etc. So, brothers and sisters or family of man, we are going nowhere. We just need to course correct things, and because we do not want to think, because we don't use our minds, the nefarious ones and the entities that are ruling, that were the rulers in the age of Aquarius, not Aquarius, but the age of Pisces, they know this thing, that this being, the family of man, so stupid. So let's run our program with them. Okay, reincarnation program, because we can do whatever we want with them, because they don't want to think. People who have been created in the image and the likeness of the Most Highs, that can't think. So we run our program, so that reincarnation program, I believe. And if I'm wrong with this reincarnation or incarnation program, then the Most Highs will show me that correct. I'm open to that. They started running this program, go and learn this, and put us through suffering and pain and this lesson. If you don't learn this lesson, you come back, you go back and repeat everything that you have learned. We will torture you. We will cause you pain. We will persecute you because you are dumb. You are not in the image of and the likeness of the Most High. And because some of us or some people believe that earth is truly the hell that we are in. So the hell that has been taken over by the nefarious beings and entities, the rulers of the age of Pisces. So they are here to torment us, to destroy mankind, to destroy the likeness and the image of the Most Highs. So that is one of the reasons why we are here, to open the understanding and the eyes of our fellow men, of our brothers and sisters. That's the only reason. We are not here to fight. Twin flames are not here to fight with people. We are not here to compete with people. We are here to restore the truth, because the age of Aquarius is about the truth. It's about restoration of the balance between heaven and earth. The restoration of the image and the likeness of the Most Highs, which is within us. We are not here to fight anyone. But because of the past life energies and past lives programming and dampness that we have put ourselves through, the nefarious ones, or the ones who still believe that they are or will still rule mankind, because they are not. Time is up. They will not rule mankind anymore. Mankind is waking up now, or they are getting out of their slumber. So they continue to persecute, and they also, because they don't want us to wake up until we collectively get out of our slumber, we cannot get the restoration that we need, or that we need here on earth. And if we don't, all of us, or at least a specific percentage, really wake up or get out of slumber, then the creators, if the first plan, because plan A was to, through the empowerment of the twin souls, to reawaken or get the mankind out of slumber. If that plan is not welcomed by men or by people here on earth, then plan B is now it's in motion. They are preparing for plan B. I don't know what plan B is yet. And I don't think they will tell any one of us, because with the different devices and gang stalking and devices and mind reading stuff that they have installed, that they are persecuting us with, the Most Highs will not reveal, because they are too intelligent, because they already know that we are under attack. So they will not reveal things like that, the plan for destroying mankind. Okay? I'm sorry, I was just checking where I misplaced my necklace. Okay, so yeah. So that's the reason why twin flames are here. So my people persecuting me and my twin flame, because we are Ephraimite twin souls, and that's a revelation, or the name. I didn't know there were names for specific twin flames. I didn't know, and because they said Ephraimite. It is Ephraim is the son of Joseph, right? Now I'm bringing up this name also, so you know when I talk about Michael Jackson's Dangerous cover, album cover, when I talk about that, so you also know how I feel that I'm connected to Michael Jackson as well, because his middle name was Joseph. So I didn't know twin flames have specific names, or they are souls from a specific deity or name or origin. So this name was revealed to me to 2020 in January, that that my twin soul and I are Ephraimite twin souls. And some of the tests that we went through and some that we failed was also already revealed to me. And that because of what the nefarious entities and the ones that already knew we were twin flames, we came for a specific purpose. They already knew, and they already planned their way up, strategically placing people in our lives to derail us or to cause separation between us, or to distract us. Okay, whether they succeeded in the separation, it's the answer. The answer belongs to the Most Highs and to my twin soul at this moment, whether they succeeded or not. Because for me, I'm here to finish what I have started, and I'm a twin soul. Proudly, I'm an Ephraimite twin flame, twin soul, and I'm here to complete what I have come here for. So when they started to plot and plan different things, throw different things and different plans and plots in the path of my twin flame, that caused our physical separation, even during the time that the Most Highs, or the twin soul or the twin flame team, sent me over to the US for us to meet, because they told me in 2015, they asked me whether I was ready to go. It's probably for them. It was for them to get me closer already there. So I didn't know. Okay, what am I gonna do there? I've started a business, the school, and so I didn't take it to mind or to my head. All right, correct expression. I didn't take it to mind. I don't know. Yeah. So I stayed back. So when they told me last year that I need to get ready and go, I just started saving up money, and I went over there. And normally they will give people 3 months visitors visa, 3 months holiday, etc. But it was just by divine plan or arrangement that I was given 6 months for holiday, 6 months holiday. And I knew I had to stay through those 6 months. It doesn't matter what happens, whether I come together with my twin soul or not, because the Most Highs were doing something. And I visited different places. And from the moment I stepped in at the airport, I knew that this mission, my mission going there, because it was part of the mission, my physical mission in the awareness of being a twin soul. And I went to one of the places that I wanted to go so badly, and I researched that place. That was Sedona or Flagstaff, and that's one of the portals, the spiritual portals, which they call the chakras. The earth has different chakras in different continents. So Flagstaff, or that area, Sedona area, has one of the most powerful chakras, Mother Earth chakras. So I went to that place for 10 days isolation. During COVID, you need to isolate yourself for 10 days. So I went there, and from the moment I stepped off of the plane there, I had that spiritual connection already. My ancestors, that's what we say. These people complaining or telling and separating us, you are an African, you are an American, you are this and that and that. It's a lie. Divide them and conquer them. Lie to them and conquer them. Lie to them and destroy them. That's the thing. Because I could remember so many things there in the States when I was there, and really close presence of my ancestors and of my divine essence or presence of my guides there in the US. So although there are so many strategies and things that were done to separate me and my twin soul, very painful, some of them, very painful, which also in some of my relationships in the past have happened, not because of the twin flame essence, because I believe the twin soul essence has been sent this year or in this incarnation for us to fight together or to help one another. The same we would do with our fellow men, to help our fellow human beings. So, because they already had our first cry as babies. And the beautiful thing is all the confirmations. The place that my twin flame is born from, right? On his birthplace is my birthday, has been inaugurated, right? The inauguration of his birthplace was on my birthday. Now, is that a coincidence? Is that not a divine plan? Years or decades or centuries before I was born. A century before I was born and few years before I was born. My birthday and his birthplace, dates coinciding. That is not a coincidence. So there are so many things that I know and I'm aware of, that my twin flame is my twin flame. But the other thing I know also for sure is because of our inheritance as Moors, as descendants of Moors, or as descendants of the bloodlines of our Christ. Because the creators of the heavens, or the creators in partnership, because even the creators have allies. As nations of the earth have political allies, so the creators also have allies. So for example, the Eastern gods or deities are in alignment or alliance with the Moors or the black gods. Let me just, for lack of a better word or a name for the Most Highs, okay, the black gods. So the Asian or the Eastern gods and the black gods work together. They are in alliance in the spiritual realm, for example. So when they created this earth, they had an alliance, and they laid this earth on foundations of our cultures, according to their cultures, which some people call today cults. Cult and culture is the same thing. Cult and culture. And this is also Uranus. The age of Aquarius is, the ruler of Aquarius is Uranus, and the number for Uranus is number 4. Number 4 in divine or supreme mathematics is culture. So in this age, we are getting back to our culture, the culture of the foundation of this earth, the culture on which the foundation of our earth was created. Now, when the creators created things, they created and left things for their offsprings, for their descendants. Now, that got lost along the way. And that is one of the reasons why there is so much persecution for twin souls, especially the descendants of the Moors, because of their inheritance, their rightful inheritance. Because beings and people and people have taken over our inheritance. I know about that. And the Most Highs know about it. They know about that. And that's the reason why they don't want the twin souls to come together. Or specific twin souls. There are some twin souls that are already in union, which I'm very happy and thankful for. One of the ladies that I have just come across in this week is a tarot reader, and her name is Empress Lillian. You must check out her videos. She just tells the truth, and everything resonates with me. If you want to know my story, go listen to her. I don't have to tell you that. So much evil stuff that have been done to me and my twin soul, just to separate us. Now, when people who are experts in witchcraft, in voodoo and hoodoo and jinns and spells and stuff, use stuff against us who are just waking up or getting out of our slumber, they will derail us easily, especially when we are in that specific culture or in that environment. And when we are surrounded by people that think only that way, or they are not all awakened or enlightened, or even people will surround them that know who we are, so they get in the way, so we don't get together, so we can get our inheritance. And that's what I will also explain on Michael Jackson's album cover. When I saw that cover, and it just came through a week and a half ago, and Most Highs will always bring stuff into on my timeline when they know this is what they need me to speak about, or this is what I need to get ready for. So when I studied that album cover, I knew, because I'm a number 7 and he is a number 9. So the rest of the journey is in the hands of the Most High. The twin flame hijacking has started already, before we really came together or got to know one another. There was totally even so many resistance and interferences, people that have been put around my twin flame, and I'm speaking the truth because I came in this lifetime to speak the truth. In the other lifetime, I forgave people, my family members. I took the blame for things that they have done wrong. But in this lifetime, and that's one of the reasons why we come back to repeat the same lessons, so we can overcome them and correct them. So in this lifetime, and which was also a confirmation from Empress Lillian, that the ancestors are so happy. They are clapping and they are dancing. She could hear, apparently she said she could hear drums beating in the spiritual realm. So the interferences have happened, and plots and plans, things that he has been put up and trapped into, that only the Most Highs will see how they will get him out of that. But also his willingness is important in that. If he's not willing, if he doesn't know what to do, my prayer is that he can just say, help me, Most Highs, because I don't know what to do. Because I know if I was probably in that situation also, it would have been difficult for me. If you go and listen to some of the videos Empress Lillian has, I get so angry because I can relate, because I'm a soul, I'm a twin soul. I feel and I know when something is mentioned that resonates with me, that this is something that has a effect, or that is related to me, or something that is truly related to my twin soul. I don't have to hear anything from him. He doesn't have to call me. I know what is going on in his life because we are one soul. I know, and when a tarot reader or a psychic, that a righteous psychic, not the mind reader and stalking psychics, the righteous psychics or tarot readers talk about things, because she is a twin soul who united, or is in union with a twin flame. And I say, I didn't finish that when I started, when I mentioned about her union, that I prayed, and I still pray, that the Most Highs download greatness within the two of them, or between the two of them, and within her, that she can help the rest of the other twin souls, that she can help us and activate stuff within us, so we can come in union, or the twin flames that will come in union. Those who are ready and those who are willing will come in union. And so with the plots and plans that have been happening against our union, our family or bloodlines also have been violently and nefariously infiltrated or manipulated because of what they have done to my twin soul and twin flame. I don't want to mention these things here. Just go and listen to Empress Lillian. Okay. So like I said, some of the characters and energies that that were in my past lifetime have followed me into this lifetime, and they are also part of my family in the form of cousins and nephews. And they are being used by the nefarious entities and beings against me and against our twin soul, twin flame journey. And there are things that have happened that the Most Highs and my ancestors have revealed, the rituals that the nefarious ones, or the main one that is after me, the main female entertainer in the US. I will not say her name, but I will only say her name, or her name starts with a B, because we have an issue, or we have history from the past lifetimes. I have to call out because I'm freeing my soul. I'm freeing my soul. I don't want to come back repeat, because the beautiful thing, my baby girl who passed away 2018, she was born on 9th of October 2008. She passed away 12 days because she had a problem with her heart. And I believe she didn't really come to earth to stay with me. She was only here to teach me a lesson, because there was a time, not that I was planning to have a child. I was always afraid. I know when I was in a relationship with my ex, I didn't want to. We planned to have a child, but when I went out to town, I saw this lady pregnant, highly pregnant, with a big boob. poop, yeah, and I didn't like it. So having children was not really something on my in my books. And when she came in 2018, I knew, because it was just impossible. I couldn't also believe how I got pregnant. But I knew it was maybe just a sign to tell me that I was not barren. Because when you don't have a child by a certain age, people think that you are barren. So I'm not barren. I'm a creator. I am the image and likeness of the creators. I can create a child any age. I am of those who talked. They say Sarah. Sarah got a child when she was 90 years old. Or how old was she? Yeah. So having children is not the first thing for me in this reality, in this lifetime. But my soul mission is. So the Most High, I believe, only wanted to show me through my baby girl that I was not barren. So when she passed on 12 days, now see all this coincidence, all these things, synchronicities, even in her birth. She was born on the ninth day. And she passed on the 12th day. She was a Libra like me. I'm a Libra moon. And she was a Libra. And she was a Scorpio rising. And she was a Libra sun, Scorpio rising, and Aquarius moon. Now see, it's just... And, okay, let me not go forward, ahead in that, or forward in that. After her passing, I remember on her tombstone, or on her grave thing, the memorial thing, I wrote there, "You came to fulfill the purpose of the Most High," or "You came to fulfill the purpose of God." I didn't know where those words came from. You came to fulfill the purpose of the Most High. And which I took as, she came to show me that I wasn't barren. Number 2, she, now as I see our dates and our numbers, that she came to tell me that these are the dates, this is the person, or this is your twin soul. And 9 years after her death. Now I know there are people that are being visited by their loved ones, the ascended or passed over loved ones. I call them passed over, I'm sorry. Loved ones that have passed on, that they are being visited every day and every night. No, mine don't work like that. Even my creators, my sovereign powers, they don't just appear every day. They are connected to me through my bloodlines and through my spiritual essence. So they don't just show up every time you call them in a dream and stuff. So I don't know, people who see their grandparents and see their ancestors every day, maybe they have different connection channels or connection plans. But for me, my baby girl came through 9 years after she passed on. And the only message she gave me is this, because I asked her when she appeared, "How are you doing? Are you good?" She was grown then, maybe about 9 or 11, 12 years old. I asked her how she was doing. She said, "She's good. Everything is good." And then I said, "Oh, yeah, you went and left me alone here." When she was born, because of her heart problems and me having allergies during that time, because she came through a cesarean section, and I had allergies, and I was also very sick. So we were separated. She was in the ICU because she was born with 8 months. She was born with 8 months. She was going to be a November girl, but she was born in October. So when she passed on, and I asked her how she was doing, and she said she's fine, but I still need to continue because I'm here to help humanity. Those were her words. You are here to help humanity. So that's why you still need to be on earth. Now the day, because of my allergies and all the things that were going on, and she was so weak, and I was then under an attack as well. I told the Most High, I'm not leaving my baby girl in this earth. I'm not leaving her alone in this earth. If she goes, or if I go, she goes with me because I'm not leaving her alone. So she knew she was only here to give me some lessons or to represent some alignments or connections with me, for me. So 9 years after her passing on, she appeared and told me, you are here to help humanity. That's all. She doesn't appear to me every day, every month. Even when I call on her, even when I need guidance for her, she doesn't just appear. Because that's what I believe my Most Highs are. They are here in an invisible form. But they didn't create somebody who's crippled, who always want to ask for help, always, without seeking for the truth. Because it's the honor of a king or a queen, of a master, to seek out the truth. Not to receive, not to be spoon-fed by others, but to seek out the truth. And the only way I do it is by opening my book of life, by following the guidance of my gut, the gut feeling, the intuition that I have, the guidance of my dreams. Even though sometimes the dreams are under attack, I know by the grace of the Most Highs, by the gift that I was given, by the gift of my call, I have that ability to know what comes from the Most Highs and what doesn't. So even if they do mind reading and mind manipulation in the dreams and stuff, I will discuss that under the gang stalking activities that I know the gang stalkers and the nefarious ones are using to attack humanity. That mind reading and mind manipulation and dream manipulation are one of the tactics or activities that they are, or tools that they are using. So with the family thing that is going on at the moment, because he has been brought with the ritual that was done at my grandparents, which they revealed to me in November. Now, please don't tell me that I'm hallucinating. And please don't tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about. Because the same day that the Most High or my grandparents revealed that dream to me, the people that were here at my grandparents' fire, they were not here physically. They were here in the spiritual through their rituals. To a ritual. To take, because they separate, because they know the reason. If my twin soul and I come together, we are here for a purpose. He can get any other woman, but they will not fulfill the same purpose the Most Highs have for this earth and for our families and our bloodlines. Because they know that. So they did a ritual and brought, did a ritual that now apparently connected my cousin as the one that was chosen to be his chosen partner, and not me. So, because they know with my cousin, I know also that she will not complete or she will not fulfill the purpose of the Most Highs, because it's not in her. It is not in her DNA. It is not in her bloodline to fulfill the purpose and the deliverance of our ancestral mistakes and ancestral inheritance. It is not there in her. Besides that, so I don't know. I talked to her about that as well, because I talked to her according to my dreams when the Most High revealed it. Like I said, when something is revealed in my dreams, through psychic abilities, etc., that's the truth I'm speaking. Because we all dream, and all of you listening had a dream one way or another, and you had dreams that have come true. So you know that dreams are real and psychic abilities are real. That's why they have psychics in gang stalking activities or gang stalking organizations or institutions and stuff. So I mentioned that to her, but she denied that she is not. But the ritual that was done on the fire of my grandparents. And the grandparents also warned these people and said, do not touch this fire because this fire is dangerous. You cannot touch this fire. Do not play with this fire, with this ancestral fire. So they infiltrated my bloodline because they didn't want me and my twin flame to come together, because they know the inheritance that myself and my twin flame had, according to the album cover also of Michael Jackson. They know who I am, the number 7. And you will also see briefly, quick point on that, on the album cover, that my twin flame is represented by the by the elephant. And you will see what they did to the elephant's tusk, because of what they are planning and what they are plotting. So there's another issue that I know that the Most High will also just reveal to them or to my family members later, which I don't want to talk about now because it's painful. But I know that my twin flame did not do this in his right mind. Because when I started listening to Empress Lillian, she talked about how the nefarious ones are using voodoo and witchcraft on divine masculines, or sometimes on divine feminines, if they know they are ones that are here with a purpose. They will put voodoo, whatever stuff, witchcraft things on the genitals or on the underwear of a divine feminine or divine masculine to make them sexually too active, so that they become so weak they can't say no, because they feel it's like they have been taken over by a certain entity or energy. So when I look at my the interferences and things that have happened and the reality that is playing off, I know that I resonate with this fact that they have done this, and that my twin flame didn't do it in his right mind. Even when with them doing the ritual and connecting him with my cousin, and not just my cousin, the other one, I will just keep quiet about that for now. But they know I know that it's not just her. And hopefully she will also find out the truth later, maybe, if she hasn't found it out already, because I speak with them. They speak with me through mind reading, and I know who the 2 people are that they want to go over to the United States. So it's a little bit painful, but because I know the truth. Truth doesn't hurt. Truth sets free. My truth sets me free, because I have eyes that can see the reality, and because I know all the plots and plans that they have plotted, that B has plotted with people that she has put around my twin flame. Lies that she has or they have told about me. Manipulations that they try to spoil my reputation. All those things that they had in place and that they have in place in separating us. So with regards to my family, I am the representative of my grandparents' fire. And I'm here to set my grandparents, our bloodlines, free. When something happens, they let me know. My twin flame, his soul, is my other witness on that side. He is the witness. Nothing can separate us. It's only the divine hand that can separate twin souls. We are physically separated, but we will never be spiritually or separated on soul level or energetic level. So whoever thinks that she is the one who won, know that when you are with him, I am with you. We are together, and you will always have competition with me. And if you want to be the second best or the second choice, if that is what you want, then let it be. But everything depends on what the Most Highs are going to do henceforth from now on, from the moment that I'm releasing this video onwards. Because everything is in their hands, and I know they're happy because I am not covering things up for my cousins or for my aunties that are planning and plotting with my enemies and persecutors, that are plotting and planning against the from my twin souls. Not because of anything else, but because of our inheritance. And because they attack people and they manipulate people. Because when we are struggling, most of the time, most people, when they are struggling, we don't have enough money, we are poor, then they fall for their lies and they fall for whatever thing they are bringing to them just to get that money, for example. And I think that's one of the cases with my cousin. Now, I don't call names. They know themselves. I have 2 aunties. So if you know you are the one, you know exactly who you are. Which auntie I'm talking about, which cousin who I'm talking about, which niece I'm talking about. So the only thing I want to tell the nefarious ones and the evildoers and my persecutors is this. You have infiltrated my bloodline. Number 1, you have brought a scandal on my bloodline and my family. Because you couldn't stop with all the other women you gave him. You tried to put in his way because you wanted to separate us. You didn't get enough of that. You came all the way. Besides setting him up or manipulating women and girls in my country to have kind of a fake twin flame or soul connection with my twin flame. You didn't stop there with other women outside my bloodline or outside my grandparents' fire. You came to my grandparents' fire, and you will pay for that. That is my promise. Dead or alive, you will pay for that. Because my parents, my grandparents, and my Most Highs will avenge everything and everybody that has manipulated my soul. I'm talking, even if it was my twin soul, I'm talking about my twin flame. Because it's my soul. We are one. Every person and every being that has manipulated my twin flame, twin soul, to do things that they were not supposed to do, you will answer to it. You will not run away from it in this lifetime. If you don't course correct, if you don't apologize. Because every society and everything is built on moral compass. You have overstepped, trespassed your moral compass for manipulating a person, an individual, a soul, to do things that they were not supposed to do. And by using witchcraft and voodoo and manipulating him, and also using witchcraft and voodoo against me, by blocking everything that I'm trying to do, my workplace, my businesses, because you have been trying that already since, because you knew from birth who I was. I remember one of the kids that was in my prayer group, as he was praying, as they were praying, because I will pray for them and they will also pray for me. He specifically said, I will not call his name, because now people knew who he was and what he revealed to me. So they put him in a high position so he doesn't go against them in this lifetime or go against them in this nation or testify against them. So they put him in a specific position so he can't talk against those people. So he told me, ma'am, I see your wealth. I see your wealth is somewhere. And that somebody is blocking. I see people that are blocking your wealth. So we need to pray that they release that wealth. He didn't know that. We were Christians then. And it was how many years ago? Around 2000. Yeah? 2002. That was then. So they tried to attack me from all angles. Financially, relationships, and even my twin flame, twin soul. So for them, it's just not to give the person what they deserve rightfully. Make them suffer, so they can say yes to their manipulations and lies at the end. But you will pay for that. Nefarious entities and co-accomplices. You will pay for that, B, because I know so many energy transfers that you were doing on me with your rituals in the past lives. You know that I spoke to you about it. And also in the mind reading thing or gang stalking, it was revealed. And many of your puppets, they also know what was revealed in my dreams. Because you guys try to stop things when the Most High revealed them to me. And you try to wipe them out. So I don't remember things sometimes but the most important ones I always remember. And when I don't remember them, the Most High will bring something or a video or a word during the day. So I will click and say, oh, all right, this was something that the Most High needed me to pay attention to. So all those accomplishes against my twin flame journey and from my twin souls, know that we know who you are. I know who you are. And that your plans will not succeed. You cannot replace what the Most Highs have created. You will not reinvent or recreate. You cannot. And because you know He is not your kind, He is a different species, not just a species, He is a different kind. You are just using Him and not really, truly loving Him. Because how can you love someone, even those close to Him? How can you love someone and you allow the things that you are allowing to be done towards Him? That's the most painful thing for me, and that's the thing that makes me angry. How can you love Him so much and you allow His name, His reputation to be tainted like that? Because I know in His right mind He is not that kind. In His right mind, He is not that person. So if there's anybody listening and who is a sincere, righteous witch or righteous psychic or one who truly can help my twin soul to get out of the grasp of the cruel ones that are manipulating him through witchcraft and voodoo and putting different women around him to divert him from his soul journey. Because at the end, the decision is only his. Whether he wants to continue willingly. But he can only do it in his right mind, right? How can somebody who has been manipulated, who's been bewitched and closed up that he can't think, how can they make the right decision? How can I make a right decision if I don't have all the information? If you don't give me the advantages and the disadvantages of the choice that you are forcing me into? How can I make the right decision if I don't know what I am going away from or departing from or distancing myself from? If you don't give me the full picture. Because if you give me the full picture, I will make the right informed decision. But that's not what the nefarious ones are doing. They give him only a little bit of what they think they can give him, but not even which is theirs. They are giving him from his own inheritance, rightful inheritance, what already belongs to him. So don't play with me. You use the inheritance of the rightful owners of the Moors in this nation and the nations of the earth. And you are paying that to all your puppets all over the world, all your gang stalkers. You are using our money to finance your dirty and evil work. I said that, and I know that the Most Highs know that, and you know that. You are not using your money to reward people. You are using their money because you will not use your money. You will not even give out your money. So I hope the great grandmasters in the cults or the cultures that we participate in, they know who you are and they will ask account. You will give account to them, all of you who are involved in that, because the Most High has already showed me this year you will be running and your head will be twisted backwards as you are running and watching your back. The hitmen and stuff you sent my way, I already prayed. I'm not scared of death, you know that. I died before, as I mentioned in the other video as well, and I came back. Death is just an illusion. I'm not scared of death. I will only die when it's my right time to die, because I'm here to finish what I've started, what the Most High have started within me. And if they say this is the time, then I will go without any fear or without anything that I've left behind, knowing that this cycle, the lies of the enemies, the persecutions of the enemies have been brought to light. Same transfers of the energies of riches and wealth of other people, the rituals that we have done, you have done on other people as well as on me, stealing the wealth of the rightful people through different witchcraft and ritual. And that's what was done a few weeks ago as well, using a witch to get my soul energy out. You want to transfer that soul, my soul, into another woman? They want to create another soul connection type of thing. You will not succeed. It will not be the same, because anything that you use or that you try to use that is not rightfully yours will destroy you. Any gift that belongs to me or any other person that you are stealing will destroy you, because it's not for you. And that's the declaration I made years ago without knowing. Anything that belongs to me that anybody steals or uses will destroy them. And that I say again. So please make sure, if you still have a heart and if you still want to repent, you still have time to repent. I'm a kind-hearted person. The Most High has already create a foundation for me. Love is my foundation and love is my currency. I negotiate with the Most Highs with my love coins, love currency, and they put it in place already. And because I have love on one side, on my left side, for example, and righteous judgment, because I'm a Libra, 1313, 1313. And we know 13 is not a feminine number only. It's a divine feminine and divine masculine combination. So I'm a 1313 Libra. That means justice. I stand firm. I do not judge anybody whom I don't know. I will not choose sides without knowing the truth and judging the truth for myself, hearing from both sides. So that's my truth. I'm a lover. I love and I will forgive, but I will make sure that your judgment will also come down on you. That's my truth. I will be smiling and laughing, but when I get angry, hell will break loose on you all of you. So don't play with the Most Highs. If we could not stay in the grave, who tells you that we can be held back by death? Who can hold back our truth? With your assassins and your death threats and stuff. Not me. I'm sorry about that. My mother also knows I already prepared for a long time ago. I told her, listen here, I'm here to rescue, deliver my soul. I appreciate you and I love you. But this you must know. Anytime when the Most Highs are ready, they have finished the work in and through me, I'm ready to leave. Don't be too tied up and attached to me, because I'm also not attached to any one of you, any one of my siblings, because I did not counsel anyone before I came to earth. I did not sit in a meeting with anyone before I came to earth. I came with my own mission. And that's the same thing with my twin flame mission. So I don't need anybody else's advice outside of my own and my sovereign Most Highs, my creators, that are with me and that are for me. Death, where is your sting? You cannot hold back a twin flame, a twin soul. Fear him or fear them. Fear those who can destroy your soul and your body. Don't fear those who can destroy your body. Fear the Most Highs that can destroy both your soul and your body. That's the message that Christ also gave, or one of the authors there in the book of the Bible. Okay, so my soul is priority number one in any lifetime. And that's what I want to teach humanity. You don't have to fear anything. You don't have to fear death. You don't have to fear anybody, because they will stand. You may be, let me break a secret to you. You may be one of the judges, the righteous judges that will judge earth. Because remember, one of the words in the Bible talks about when Christ comes, he will come with judges. There will be judges that will judge with him, mankind. And I know because 2001, around there, 2003, the Most High said to me, many will be saved because of you. Now, if you are not in right standing with somebody who wants to or who can save you, who else is going to save you? You are like Satan or devils who know their days are near, and they know they don't have any way and any forgiveness that they earned. So they are pulling people over to them. That's what you are thinking, but you are human, you are mankind, you are flesh and blood. And any flesh and blood should have somewhere in their heart and somewhere in their mind, conscience, that tells them, I'm sorry, I'm doing this wrong, let me repent. So many people who have done wrong things, murderers that have turned away. I mean, if you say this is the game, life is a game, so if you have played the murderer or killer game all along up to now, why can't you turn around and say, okay, I'm tired of being a killer. Let me try this thing for once. That's where forgiveness and repentance comes in. So people know, I know who you are. I know my enemies. I know all of you who are working against me and my twin flame and twin soul. I know the people that are working against me here in this nation, my ex, that they are also working because they are together with the group. So, no, I know who you are, and I tell you, I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of death, because in death I'm more powerful than alive. All right, so leave the twin flames alone. Give the decision to them and the choice to them to choose for themselves. And undo all the witchcraft and voodoo you put on my twin flame. Undo all those mind reading and mind manipulations that you are doing on innocent people. And trying to put mind reading or telepathic messages and telepathic abilities through your gang stalking devices between him and other women, explaining to him, see, if she was truly your twin flame, she would have heard your telepathic messages. That's the lie you are telling him. But no, because you are blocking our telepathic channel through your witchcraft and manipulative devices. And because you are blocking it, so I cannot hear your thoughts and know exactly the plans and plots that you have. You thought you will get away with that. The Spirit and the Most Highs are within me, hearing, listening on my behalf. They are at places and among people where I am not. They sit at the tables where you are. So don't think because I am not telepathically connected to my twin flame that I don't know what is happening in his life. I know everything. So that's the power of a twin flame or a twin soul. So if you still deny that, then you don't know that there is a greater force that has created all things, and that you are a mere dust, or that you're merely a speck, a small thing or whatever in this whole design of life, and that you are not God's. Because you need 100 witches to come against me, 20 psychics to come against me, 5 and 10 hitmen plotting to get me. Because you can't do something on your own, because you have denied your divine power, the power that the eternal ones, the infinite, ancient creators have created within you, that is lying dormant in you because of the evil things that you are doing. So you can't see the power that is within you. Power that comes not from stealing from other people's gifts and abilities and energy transfers, like the other day you were doing an energy transfer on Saturday from my energy. Because what the Most High did was this. This was funny when they revealed the truth to me. You know, when I was lying in the sun, I had this thing, this pain as the sun rays were on me. I had this intense pain on my body, first between my legs. So much pain, and I was thinking, why is the rays so sharp and intense on that area only, although I'm lying with the whole body in the sun? So after that, they went to my heart space, and they did the same, and my heart was in pain because it was burning. And all I could say is, all right, thank you, Most High. Thank you for healing, because I was just trusting they are taking things out of my essence, all the nefarious entities and attachments and nonsense out of my auric body and emotional body, or psychic body, or my spiritual energy field. So I was just happy them doing their stuff. So when they saw, because they hear what I say even as I'm recording now, and they hear when I talk, and they know what is happening in my home. They know when I go to the toilet to sit down, and that's when I tell them, my worshippers, attention. They are all my worshippers. Attention, my worshippers. They are the worshippers of the righteous. So what they did is they put me into this deep sleep, because I just felt very tired. You know, when I am mostly under an attack, when I'm under a psychic attack, I will go into that. I will be so tired, and then I will just want to take a nap. So I went to take a nap, and then they started with a ritual to pull my energy out. So they thought it's a gift transfer from the sun, from our Ra power. Know that you have touched the eye of Ra, and God Horus and Goddess Isis is after you. The goddess of war and revenge is after you, and Horus is also after you, because I am of the descendants of Ra. So they wanted to extracted my, in the dream now, my energies or my gifts. So the moment I woke, and then somebody next to my other cousin, whom apparently was sick in the dream, and I was now praying for her. The other one tried to touch me, and I said, don't touch me. So I went, the moment I woke up, I knew this was not a normal praying for a sick type of a dream. This was an energy transfer thing. So I started praying against it. So I called back all my energies, vibrations, and frequencies, all my gifts, samples, all my numbers, all my powers, all my activations back to myself, back to my energy field, my cells, my soul essence, my twin flame shared energy field. All that was taken and stolen from me from the past lives into this lifetime, I call all of them back, from the north, south, west, east, above, below, throughout all dimensions, space and time, through all the elementals. I call everything that belongs to me back to me by the power of the Most Highs. All of those, all my things healed, empowered, and protected back to me. The Most Highs take care of everything that belongs to me. And whoever is in possession of what belongs to me, that will destroy you. Mark my words. Everything that belongs to me will only and does only work for me. It will never work for my enemies in this age of Aquarius. It may be worked for you in the age of Pisces, but in the age of Aquarius, I'm sorry, my dear, nothing stolen will work. It will only work for the rightful owners, because the rightful owners were equipped and are being equipped for the task and the mission why they're here on earth. So people, stop nefarious entities, gang stalkers, psychics, witches. Stop. One of the witches they used to extract, they used to extract, because after that also, when I started listening to a video and I knew she was doing this, she's trying to extract people's souls, but she's not doing just everybody else's soul, she was attacking my soul. I stopped the video immediately and I called back my soul back to me, or my soul essence, because nobody can really steal somebody else's soul. You can't. It's just an illusion. So I called my energy back, or my soul essence back to me. That's why you can't disconnect twin flame connection. You can't sever it, because you didn't do it. You didn't bring it. You didn't create it, sorry. So when she did that, I stopped her. Now imagine that specific person. I don't know whether she did it under the influence of manipulation and witchcraft or psychic attack, or whether she did it willfully and knowingly. But her viewers went up in a month's time, because the Most High brought her videos up just out of the blue on my timeline on YouTube. Her views came up within less than 3 weeks or 4 weeks, because she did that ritual in November, that she wanted to extract my soul. From 400 to 1,000, I don't know, I can't even remember she had 1,000 viewers, but if 1,000 was the most, it was never even 2,000. She went up from those views up to, which I saw today, I was shocked, 71,000 views. Because they've paid her, because she apparently took my soul. Apparently, you can't take a set apart soul. You cannot take it. Where are the ancestors while you are doing it? Where are the Most Highs while you are doing it? You cannot do it. The moment I become aware, my knowledge saves me. Because when I become aware, nothing can prosper. No weapon can prosper. Whether it's an awareness in dreams or awareness when I have my eyes open during the day. And let me put this also. The laws of the day, the laws of the sun, the laws of the light, and the laws of the night, and the laws of the night and the dark work all in my favor, because I'm one with the seasons and times. So no weapon formed against me in the day or the night will prosper, for greater is the creative power of number 7 of the Most Highs within me than any other thing that comes against me in any form, shape or fashion. We are surrounded, we are surrounded most divine feminines and divine masculines and righteous family members of mankind. We are surrounded by our righteous warrior ancestors. And you know, the other thing that they will also use, these people, is they will take anything that is related to me and try to turn that against me, so that people cannot support and listen to me when I tell them the truth. Because they manipulate them through that gang stalking or mind reading and mind manipulation devices and stuff. Dream manipulations. Let people dream dreams that make me appear as the wrongdoer in their lives, so people can hate me. I'm telling you, nefarious ones, you have nothing on me. You have nothing on Audrulancerel.com, the Gnosis, life path number 7, and Aquarius and of the Moors descendant legacy, and of the bloodlines of the Christ, and one of the rightful owners of the stars of David, of Star of David, or the inheritance of the Star of David. You have nothing on me. You can try and taint my taint my reputation. It cannot change me, the essence of who I am as a twin soul and as a righteous being, as a loving, righteous and just being. because I use all three of them. I'm not all loving all the time. When it's time for war, I war. When it's time for love, I love, and I love deep. Those who taste my love, they know I love. I'm a lover, but I'm also a fighter. So stop using those things against innocent people and manipulating them against me. So they will use names, for example, also. The name of my grandma, who is my ancestor. My ancestor, she is a divine warrior. Now, years ago, I had an image or a dream where the two of them were in the council. And they are ascended ancestors. Don't play with my bloodline. Don't play with the Moors descent. Don't play with the righteous ancestors. Because my ancestors, my grandparents, were righteous beings. They had love for mostly everyone. They cooked prepared food so that food, whoever passes in the street and who's hungry could go in and eat from out of their pots. That's how good and kind they were to mankind and to the community. So they are ascended ancestors. They don't just appear randomly every day, like some people are apparently seeing them every day. No, those are liars. Those are cloaked ancestors using the images of our grandparents. They don't just appear. My grandma, and she also followed the same order or same period of time when she appeared to me. She died in 1999 or something like that. And 9 years after that, for the first time, she appeared to me in a dream. And then all she said was, because we were dining, and after eating, she made ready. She got ready to go. And then I said to her, I'm always one of those who always say, why are you leaving me? Why don't you, But when I said why she was not taking us with her, she said, no, we have work to do. It was myself and my sister and her husband. And she said, no, you still have work to do. And then she looked back, and then it was as if she saw what was going to happen in the future. Well, not as if I know now that she knew what was going to happen. And she looked at us and she said to us, or to me, I heard it because it was my dream. She said, you guys will be all right. You will be okay. So whatever was going to come between me and my sister, we will overcome it, because there was a time with their devices and stuff that they were manipulating through feelings, manipulative devices. Because those people, I'm telling you guys, if you don't believe me, I don't care whether you believe me or not, but the truth is, they have devices that will manipulate your emotions, that will make you horny, for example, for somebody that you don't even have attraction to, or that you don't even think about in that line. So for me, because I know what is going on, when I get a feeling like that, or when I know there's an attack like that, then I will pray against it. I will call it by name and say, I'm not that kind of a person. I cannot fall in love with this person. That is it's not who I am, for example, and I will fight that specific energy and rebuke it. So there was a time that something like that came up between my sister and I, that they, or that husband, or they, I don't know in whom they put that energy in. And then my sister, there was a time that my sister thought I was in love with her husband. That was the reality that she was experiencing. I can't say she was like, it was the reality because of this manipulative gang stalking tools that they are using on humanity nowadays. And that's how they break up families, how they put up sister against a sister, brother against a brother, and how they make people to become to go around and sleep with different people. That's because of their things that they're using on us and against us. So because there was not, my mother believed she knew who I am, and there are people who know in my family that I couldn't do, but there was a time that my sister was so convinced of that, but I had to really convince her and talk to her after a while, that I could never do something like that, never. Then I did not know that this is the device that they are working with until I experienced it myself, when they wanted to steer my feelings and emotions towards somebody that I would never fall for, never. Because I cannot cheat like that. Never in my life. Never have I cheated with anybody, even when I was in relationships with other people. Never. So I know those things they are using to break up husbands or families, breaking up families, putting families to fight one another. So please, people, be aware of that. I will talk more about it in different other gang stalking activities and gang stalking tools and devices these nefarious beings are using to really to get to control and manipulate mankind. But until you wake up, until you get out of your slumber, this thing will overtake you. Because I remember somebody revealed it to me, and they say in a dream, one of those whom they manipulated through those devices of feeling something for someone, that she said, you don't know how you feel when that thing comes in you. You feel like it's you, that it's like that thing, it's becoming one with you. So please, people, pray for one another and be alert. Pray for yourselves and make sure that you put your ancestors to work, because there is so much divine energy and righteous energy around us that will help us if we only ask. For it says, ask and you shall receive, seek and you will find, knock and the door will be open for you. Okay, I think I have talked a lot. So I will say that's enough for now. There's still the cover, Michael Jackson's cover. All hail to our king, Michael Jackson, Michael Joseph Jackson. Every time I think about him in the past few days, I just feel that hurt and anger. And I think it's because of the transfer of the energy from the ancestral dimension or real that is coming, and that is really hurting, because I know the family is hurting. I know the close ones, those who knew him face to face, and I mean in person, they are hurting. And also for other brothers and sisters, not just in the celebrity, in the stardom, but also those who have lost loved ones, whether it is by a nefarious deed or just by normal passing over at the end of their journey. It doesn't matter how you lose them, but the most painful one is when we know this person was supposed to continue, they were supposed to continue their journey, and they were cut short. Those are the ones who are backing me up. Those are my brothers and sisters and my ancestors, those who went before their time. Those are the ones who are backing and fighting for me. So get that. Those are the ones who are fighting for the innocent ones. Those are the ones who are fighting for the vulnerable ones. Those are the ones who are fighting for the weak ones. Those are the ones who are fighting for those who cannot fight for themselves, because they are surrounded by so many beings and people that are not having their best interest at heart. The Most Highs are fighting for us. So make sure that you pray for yourselves. Pray for me as well. If you hear this message, I hear and I feel that uplifting energy when I hear prayers, or when somebody sends a prayer or positive thought towards me. I feel that, because I'm at war all the time. Serelda is at war all the time, because you can't rest, because they don't rest. They don't take a break. They've got hundreds psychics going against you, giving one another turns. They are working shifts, and you are alone, so you can't take a break. So I take breaks. Sometimes I will smile, dance, do something in between, or maybe during the day, and laugh at some of the posts on social media, etc. But I'm a warrior. I was equipped to do this thing, and I'm not giving it up. I'm here to finish what the Most High have put in me. So know that the moment you take me out, you are taking yourself out. Because some of you don't know the Sindura Singh effect. You have heard about Sindura Singh phenomenon. I don't know which episode or which series that is conveying that message. Because some of you think when you kill somebody, because there's some etheric connection, it was done by the Most Highs. If you touch this person in this lifetime, you are going with them. So know that. That was the Sindura Singh effect or phenomenon. I will not ask you to leave me alone. All I will ask you is, sit down and reflect. See how far you have wandered away from being from being flesh and blood, from using your own mind, and get back to being human, because that's what this earth is about. Mother Earth is about humanity. It's about being human, being kind, compassionate. If you are persecuting me lifetime after lifetime, where did your soul go? Where did your blood and your flesh essence go? Are you truly human? And if you are not human, then I know who to call up against you. Then the Most Highs know how to fight against you. Because only humans can repent. Non-humans can't repent. And only humans can repent if they are still at that space where they can hear the Most Highs, if they are not being attacked or surrounded by nefarious entities and energies all the time, and by these gang-stalking entities and things. Okay, so when the time is right, I will hear your voices, but I'm not interested in being in somebody else's mind. My mind is just too precious and valuable and rich to live and to go live in somebody else's mind. The only people that have the privilege and the rights to have those telepathic communications are the twin flames. But we know you got information from the nefarious entities who entered from the other dimensions and who gave you some tricks how to manipulate mankind. So yeah, I will hear your voices, and there is a time that I will hear your voices, and I will hear every one of your plans. But for now, I'm not interested. The Most Highs will give me what they need me to hear and to know at a specific moment or time or season. So, for now, I will curse you out when I want to in my thoughts so you can hear. You can continue to worship me because that's what you are doing. I know that there are people around here that know who I am, and they worship me because I know who I am. I know there are benevolent powers and beings that are around me. I know there are ascended beings that are coming through here. It's like they are announcing themselves to me. So I have this connection with mankind that only a few of us, or maybe the set apart ones, or the Nazarites, or the bloodlines of the Christ, or the chosen ones, have this connection with the whole of Mother Earth, with all human beings on Mother Earth. That sometimes we can feel when somebody passes on. For example, when a celebrity passes on, I know, or I get a dream, or I get some revelation when a celebrity passes on, because I'm connected to them, for example. So there are some of us, not just me, there are many of Nazarites or chosen ones that know that are experiencing things like that. So please leave us alone. You are rich enough. Somebody said that this once. People who have a whole loaf of bread, they are competing and still envying someone with a slice of bread. What the heck? Are you okay in your mind? You have all the money and you are still going against the change that I'm making in my school or trying to make through my businesses. That is beyond, it's beyond jealousy and envy. That shows that you are sitting on my wealth and you need to release it soon. You need to release it because you will not enjoy my wealth. You will not enjoy it anymore in this lifetime. And you will not enjoy anybody else's, any of the star seeds or the true star seeds of David or of the bloodlines of the Christ or of the Moors. You will not enjoy it anymore, people. We are coming for you. Dead or alive, we are coming from you. The ball is on the roll. The ball is on the roll. That's what they told me at Culver City. The ball is on the roll because they told me, it's finished, it's over. Stop this thing. Stop this twin flame thing. It's over. He's over you. He doesn't want you. Then the Most High told them, through me, the ball is on the roll. You try to stop their physical union, but the ball is on the roll. So the ball is still on the roll. The ball is on the roll. The F ball, Kebri. Every time the sun rises and sets, that's the ball rolling and the ancestors doing their work and the divine Most Highs doing their work. The divine mind doing their work. Know this, there is no loss in divine mind and divine intelligent mind. For everything that is rightfully mine will return to me and be restored to me. All that is ours by our divine right, divine selection, through the selections that the Most Highs have for us, or with the selections that the Most Highs for us, our divine destinies will be fulfilled. This is the age of Aquarius, and I'm one of the forerunners of the age of Aquarius. I am number 7. And I'm of the triad, one of the triads, the perfect triads. And the odds are in my favor. The odds are in my favor. So know that. Touch not the eyes of Ra, touch not the anointed ones, touch not the twin flames, the divine feminine, the divine masculine. Touch not Audrey and Serelda Comdrenosis. Kenas, the 6th is mine. When a warrior tries to hurt me with the root of softwood, that warrior that awakens hate within me, because I'm not a hater. But when a warrior awakens hate within me, they will be struck before that gets to me. Whatever root or whatever thing they are sending my way, it will return to them 100-fold. Everything that they tried against me, my twin flame, twin soul journey, it will return back to them 100-fold. They will pay back every cent that they have stolen from me and from the sweat of my brow throughout the years that I've left or that I'm living in this nation or in this country. Together, everyone also that are aligning or in alliance with them in this nation, you will pay back. And you will get the same punishment if you don't repent and restore back to me what belongs to me. And stop using what belongs to other people to sponsor or to pay your puppets, your gang stalkers that are here with in this flat block as well. Because I know who they are. Okay? So leave us alone. We are peaceful beings, very forgiving, loving and kind. But we don't also we will not allow others to walk on us, especially people we know who they are, that they are occupying places that don't belong to them. So make use of that money that you have for something else. Or if you need prayer, ask people to pray for you so you can come to your senses. Salvation is for all if you're willing, but punishment will be on all unrepentant ones. Go and listen to some of the prophecies that went out for this year. And when they talk to me about something, they are not lying. So you better watch your backs in 2002 and beyond. Send back your hitmans. Withdraw your hitmans, or they will suffer the consequences from the Most Highs as well. They will get the punishments that they deserve, because the Most Highs created everything. You think the ones who created the eyes, the ears, the feet, they don't know how to punish them, so they can't come to me or come to any one of us, any one of the chosen ones, any one of the Nazarites, any one of the twin flames, any one of the stars of David, any one of the bloodlines of the Christ, any one of the innocent and righteous family of men. Put respect on the creators. Start respecting that there is a higher power, most powerful than you, most powerful than the 10 witches that you are putting together against me, or the psychics. You don't know that my grandparent or grand ancestor was probably one of the biggest witches that is still protecting me. You don't know that, or protecting the righteous ones in this earth. You don't know that. And every time you bring my name up, every time you bring my clothes up, every time you bring my photo up, they are watching you. So know that. All right, so thank you very much. 2 hours 20. I'm so sorry if you listened so far. I thank you so much, but you can still, if you haven't, hopefully you will come back after an hour or half an hour listen, and then listen until the end, so you can at least get everything that I have talked about. If I have left out something, I will talk about it in the next video, because there are so many other things that I still want to touch on. And as I've brought this out in the open now, and I've released it from my system, I know some of the work that the Most High have for me, spiritual work that I need to do, and really other things that I need to do spiritually, my spiritual gifts that I need to develop. I need to focus on that as well. So once this is done, these reveal videos, hopefully, if nothing else comes up in between, then I will not talk about it ever again. Then this is my testimony. Whether somebody listens to it or not, it has been released into the universe, and the Most Highs have taken record of that. The divine laws, the masters and ones that are in charge of judgment, they have taken account of this. So I have freed myself by bringing into open the nefarious works of the enemies, the adversaries, and the persecutors of my life and my past lifetime, who have scapegoated me and who have killed me in the other lifetime. As they are doing the same without learning a lesson. They are trying to do the same thing. But this lifetime, I'm coming back 100-fold, and you will not survive it this time. Okay? So respect me for who I am, and don't play with me. Okay? Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day and wonderful new year for those of you who are enjoying the Gregorian calendar or celebrating the Gregorian calendar. I still have 3 more New Years to celebrate. I celebrate all 4 different New Years. Okay, so have a great New Year, and hopefully we hope that we all will strive to become better people, not just in words and not just on social media where we are pretending and tricking other people, but truly in real life. Okay, that's where the change starts. When we in real time, real life are change and better beings, then it's where then we are real and better people on social media. And those of us who are real people are seen as negative all the time. Are you serious? Okay, so have a wonderful day and wonderful night for those who are listening during the night. The sun, the moon, and the stars are in alignment with me, Audrey and Serelda Comdrengosis, Life Path 7. I am an Ephraimite twin soul and of the bloodlines of the Christ. I am one of the forerunners of the age of Aquarius. I'm kind, I'm loving, but I'm a fierce warrior. But I love you and I appreciate you all for listening. And for my churchgoers, my worshippers in my mind, thank you for recording everything, because I know some of you are using this information to your advantage. I know some of you are writing books about this, because that's how they do. They listen to other people's. they steal from other people's life books of life, yeah, Akashic records, and they use that information to start their businesses, etc., or their ideas. That's how these infiltrators work, these gang stalking activities. They steal from laymen's, from common men's ideas and minds, and from their records of life. How shameful is that? And that's why the Most Highs don't really give me ideas anymore, because they know what the fuckers are doing at the moment. Okay? So let's pray for mankind. Pray for the balance, for restoration of the family of man, and for anything that doesn't belong to our earth plane to be removed or to return to where they come from, because this is our rightful. I have the authority in this space, on this plane, for I am human. That's my power and that's my right. I don't need superhuman powers. All I need is to be flesh and blood. And then with the 6 elements that I have, 6 protons, 6 neutrons, and 6 electrons. That's all we need as humans. We don't need those superpowers. All else that is coming is not for us and from the Most Highs. And they are trespassing the rule or the laws of living and the laws of dimensions. You don't need to fly to another dimension to go experience it. You are human. If you are human, Mother Earth is sufficient for us. You don't need to go to heaven to experience another different life. You are human. Let's build and rebuild Mother Earth, because she needs us. All right?